And the first part of this is going to be pretty rough because I have to read something, and I'm not real great at reading.
What?
Yeah.
You're Asian.
I know, but I'm still not very good.
Just
Are we
math?
recording?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we should start doing the show then.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's.
All right, welcome to this is the Heyyy Show.
Fuck.
God damn
Hey!
it. I already fucked up. God damn it.
You
I
take
just
that however
lost it.
you want, but
All
we're
right.
just grateful you're here.
So, all right, quick intro. This is a quick description of the podcast and explain what our intent is. The Heyyy Show is a video podcast designed to help new Jiu-Jitsu MMA students. We watch a
what?
list.
Okay.
Yeah,
They can benefit from our
just
wisdom.
add that shit in there. But anyways,
Okay.
we watch a video, Mystery Science Theater style, and comment on the match and give tips to help the athlete. We also get bogged down in random jiu-jitsu questions, philosophy, and hypothetical questions. This is not for experts, but people who still escape a triangle the wrong way.
I did that the other day. Remember that?
He seems pretty good at reading. I think he lied to us.
I don't think so. Not at all. All right,
What do they call
so
that? You catfished us?
You could catfish us.
You like fishing, so that's a double joke for everyone.
Double joke.
let's go ahead and introduce everybody while they're making really funny jokes. This is Chad Hawkins.
Shit, why me first?
Because you're the Grand Poobah.
Yeah.
You're the black belt.
You're Master Hawkins. So anyways,
Oh, God.
so
Master.
Chad, this is Chad Hawkins. He's a black belt under Heath Pedigo. This is Ronnie Putnam. He is a brown belt under Heath Pedigo, or I guess technically Chad, right? I don't know. How's that shit go?
Wow,
Whoever wants
who
me.
really
Lineage,
knows?
like,
Whoever wants me.
we're
to
from the
listen
weird
there.
school where we don't like do shit
We're
like
from
that.
Daisy Fresh. I mean, you watch the documentaries.
Exactly. So, and Brendan Wells, a purple belt under Heath Pedigo. I'll just keep it all the same.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Sounds good to us.
Way better. So basically, what we
about
want to
you?
do in this. What's that?
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
I'm just here.
I'm just,
I'm
I
like-
just am here. for
that's not in the
keeping you
notes.
three in line.
It's not in the notes, so whatever.
We're not adding
My
it.
name is Michael Karras.
I don't
am not
exist.
important at all. You will know me from my daughter way more than that. So
That is true.
that's exactly how we'll frame all of that.
I mean,
all right.
Sun Yun's gonna be more famous than all of
That
us.
is-
so.
All of us.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't doubt it at all.
at least me for sure. All right.
I'm riding
So
coattails.
we are going to tell you why you should watch us and the expertise that these three gentlemen have. I don't have any expertise, so
We're
you'll
not really
never.
sure why you should watch us.
Wow. You know. But we are
Well.
gonna watch videos each week of white belts, and we're gonna talk the shit out of them, right? I mean that's right. Like
But
we're
we
just
care
gonna-
about them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
deep
shit
down.
talk them and then hopefully give some positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
We're waiting for a heel turn on Ronnie where he's like really, really nice to everyone, trying to be positive, and then he's like, "No, this guy sucks. He should quit." We're never gonna do that, but it'd be great if we did. All right,
I'd like to
so.
see that.
So, real quick, gentlemen, if you guys want to go down in order, that would probably be the easiest way to do it. The first question is what is your name, and tell us about yourself. So just whatever you want to tell us.
My name is Ronnie Putnam. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 10 years. And the reason I remember that is because I basically got married and then started doing jiu-jitsu. So that's right. I can remember how long I've been married.
Fix one mental health problem with another.
That's right. I just traded one.
Balance.
I get beaten down mentally and physically, baby. Jiu-jitsu's really done a lot for me. I have been up and down with weight, but really focusing on jiu-jitsu has really helped me lose the weight, and even if I put it back on, I have pretty good it's really helped me be just better. Like I can do stuff and play with my daughter and do stuff that she wants to do, go outside and play, and if it wasn't for jiu-jitsu, I probably wouldn't have that. So it's a big thing for me.
This is going to be really awkward when Chad makes a lot of jokes and
Yeah.
stuff about whatever
Uh-huh.
he's doing.
Yeah.
But same
Wait.
question, Chad. There we
What's
go.
the question? I forgot.
That's the worst time Chad's ever asked me that when I pulled out something else. Tell us about yourself.
Oh man, I'm Chad Hawkins, and
That's all you need to know.
yeah, that's about it.
One of them was heartfelt
I
about
too
kids.
have been training about 10 years. Maybe maybe I'm at like 11 years. I started training in the basement of the Zone when somebody asked me if I want to start training MMA, which I had no clue what it was.
At least they didn't say, "Hey, you wanted to go do UFC with us in a garage."
I think that's how it did go.
That is
Honestly,
probably
yeah.
how it went.
I've definitely heard that a few times.
Yeah.
Then we went to my living room with some yoga mats, and and then we joined Heath Pedigo, and we found our way, I guess, or at least I found my way, and
I got drug along.
yeah, they followed along, and oddly enough, we're here now, which is weird.
It is weird.
It is weird.
It's weird how far we've come. But along this journey, we're going to find out all of my crazy stories along the way.
Oh man.
This may be like a deposition of some sort eventually. You might get like a lot of shit. Brandon.
All right, my name's Brandon Wells. I've been doing jiu-jitsu probably about 5 years or so now, I think. I met Chad about 5 years ago. Like I said, I've been playing volleyball for like 10 years before that. And I was
Take that out.
kind of just looking for something a little bit more difficult and more individualized.
Oh,
and,
man.
thankfully, I found this team because it's been really great. So.
You guys kind of nuked my shit, by the way. I just want to let you guys know
In a
that,
good
like,
way or
that
bad
you
way?
kind of answered some of the questions that
Oh,
was gonna be
shit.
involved.
Oh,
but that's okay.
That's what we're good for.
This is another
Oh, man.
important thing all of you should know
That
is
Brandon was a model back in the
Oh
day.
my
Oh
god!
my god!
How did that not
Wow,
start?
that-
Lead
that's-
with that.
wow.
Lead with
Wow.
that.
Uh,
I'm so
That's an-
embarrassed now.
You put volleyball there, we got to balance it.
Yeah.
we do not, rehearse anything or basically talk to each other
Not
until we
editing
do
shit.
this. We have a basic guideline of script and we kind of go for there. And we are obviously not professionals. So
We're
we are going to make
professional.
lots and lots of mistakes, and hopefully all of you grow
None of
with
this
us.
is a mistake.
So,
That's what his mom
the next question I had after skipping
one
2
was.
questions is, again, we just go in the order. Who is your biggest inspiration for BJJ? So why are you doing it?
Ouch.
Ooh.
It's a tough one, honestly.
You guys should have read the script.
Gordon
You guys
Ryan.
had something in your head, but I'm not.
Mostly if he watches this, can you just fly me out and train me a little bit?
Oh yeah, we're for sale. Whatever people
for
want to give us
100%.
or fly us out to, we're good.
Yeah. I would say my biggest jiu-jitsu role model, and he's going to be really embarrassed when I say it, it's Chad. Like,
That's pretty shitty.
I know. It's weird, and I'm not dick sucking one bit here, no matter how much you ask. It's one of those things where I never would have done it if it wasn't that you were around and you started it there in the mall. And it's one of those things where I've decided that no matter which way you take this gym, I'm gonna follow. And if it's that you're gonna drag me through a podcast and I'm gonna make myself look like an idiot, I'm here. So
It is pretty weird to think about how far we've come
Yeah.
from being in the mall to buying our own building to having 300 something students traveling all over the United States now.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So this is going to really make Chad's answer for this really uncomfortable, but the reason why I started jiu-jitsu was because Chad Hawkins actually encouraged me to start, and he says, you need to learn this for your daughter so that you can help coach her. And I weighed 370 pounds. Now, I'm still way fat, but I'm a little bit more athletic and not so fat. So totally, I've lost, I think, close to 70 pounds. And Chad would always encourage me. He's the exact opposite of most jiu-jitsu schools. We would be doing warm-ups, and he'd be like, what are you doing? Quit warming up. Just roll. And he would just encourage me, and this is not what other schools did. I used to train at another school a long time ago, and same principle, trying to help my daughter, and they would make me do warm-ups. I would be gassed out, and then I couldn't do anything else. So you're not going to find a better teacher or learner than Chad Hawkins. All right, go Chad.
What's the question?
Who's your BJJ hero?
Yeah, your
Is it like
inspiration.
who your inspiration?
Yeah,
so
your
like
inspiration.
Like who motivates me to be better? Could it be a toxic thing, or does it have to be someone that inspires you?
Okay.
Yes.
Because like
it
if we're
can
talking
be-
about daddy issues,
Okay.
Okay, it can be whatever you want it to be for episode 0.
I mean, my
where
father
people are
kind of
doing-
motivates me to be better at jiu-jitsu, mostly because I want to prove him wrong. But if we're talking about like inspirational heroes, I don't know. That's a tough one. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Heath Pettigo's probably a really high candidate up there. I mean, he makes people do some shit that you would never think that they could possibly do.
It's pretty
Yeah.
true.
I mean, he can get some crazy shit done.
He can, yeah.
And, I think the coolest thing is no matter what, whether it could be bullshit or not, he can make almost anybody believe that they could be a world champion.
Dude, 100%.
So,
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, like, I just still remember the first day sitting on the mats when I drove to Mount Vernon, and completely, that was a horrible day. But, I mean, I got beat up a lot,
Yeah.
but he
Oh,
said,
that
what
is-
do you want to be? And I said, I don't really know. And he said, well, do you want to be a world champion? And at that time, I remember looking, at these big tournaments, IBJJF and Abu Dhabi, and saying, how cool that would be to go to New York or California. And now to be going to those places 10 to 20 times a year, and to be able to teach people and to meet new people, like, I don't know if any of that would have been it wouldn't have been possible. So I guess if I have to pick somebody, that's probably the person I got to pick.
I remember when we got started, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go do a Naga. Oh, this is big time. I'm gonna go do a Naga. I've seen those online."
So this is a good story. We decided.
Can I stop you real quick? As long as we're not disparaging any potential sponsors, we are good with this story. Okay?
I don't think so. It's a pretty good story.
Let's go.
So we go to a Naga. Well, first I message Ronnie and I say, look, at this point we'd only trained like 6 months no gi.
Oh yeah.
And I said, look, I'll pay for half of your gi. I don't know what we're doing, but let's buy these things and just start grappling in them.
It's the same thing, he said. It's exactly the same thing as no gi, he says.
So we're training. We buy these gis. We're training in them. We sign up to this Naga tournament. And, at Naga, they do no gi first and then the gi.
Yeah.
So that it's backwards.
Okay.
And so we do the no gi. We do kind of okay in it. And then Ronnie goes out and fights this guy in the gi and gets choked unconscious in like 30 seconds. And I say, well, we fucking clearly don't know what we're doing. And I left. I didn't even do my division. I just left. That's a true story.
Yeah. Well, Ronnie sucks, so we're gonna go ahead and leave before
We're gonna blame it on the gi, not Ronnie.
What did he get you with?
Ronnie, do you want to change?
Ezekiel.
Do you want to change your answer now on your biggest
Yeah, I do.
inspiration?
It's the gentleman that choked me unconscious. I have no idea what his name was.
It'd be awesome if you comment on
Yeah.
it. I'm the one who choked.
I
you.
remember that kid. It was so easy. Yeah, that was me.
All right, Brandon, your
Ah,
biggest inspiration for BJJ.
Anytime.
Yeah.
You had all that time.
Yeah.
Not enough. Though. I mean, as
Don't say me.
a total cop out, I would just say that. But something that inspired me to do it, what was just
Superman?
Superman a little bit. I bet if Superman knew Jiu-Jitsu, he'd be pretty good at it.
Well, no shit. Clearly, if some superhuman alien
Guys,
that you
quit
couldn't hurt
spoiling future segments.
with laser
Stop.
eyes. Jiu-jitsu.
Stop.
Future segments.
God.
But honestly, something that got me to want to take the first step to try it and get out there and just experience it was just listening to like the Joe Rogan podcast and just hearing him talk about jiu-jitsu just with like Eddie Bravo and just hearing all the nomenclature and stuff just made me interested to find out more. And then after I went to the mall and hung out with Chad and got beat up a few times, it just made me want to keep coming back and keep learning and getting better.
That's why you quit for a year and waited to come back?
Well, I mean, those first 2 beatings were pretty rough.
Maybe you want to come back 2 years later.
I had to recover mentally.
So this next question is going to be a little bit harder, so I'm going to give you some time to fill. So a big part of our show is going to be top 5 lists. We're going to come up with top 5 lists off the top of our heads, off the dome, things like that. So this question is a top 5 list. Top 5 list of people you watch to learn. So it's not a question of, again, I'm going to fill you for you guys, let you guys get a little bit under your, think about it for a second. It's not a list of people that, we aspire to be. It's not a list of people that we like watching. Like obviously I would say all of us would agree the no-gi stuff, we like watching a little bit more because of the flow and things like that, maybe the leg locks or whatever. But this is a top 5 list of people that you watch to learn. Now, we can also suck up and we can just name Daisy Fresh people, and that's fine. But I would really like it if we don't, and we also give credit to other people. Who would like to go first?
Is this going to be a collective?
Just top 5, yeah, just 5
per
people.
person,
and
or
you can
everyone?
And if we
I don't
really
have
want to
names
get, if we really want to get bogged down in the weeds and do descending order, we can. But whatever.
Are we doing no gi or gi? Or does it matter? Mix
Doesn't
of both?
matter. Just both.
I mean, clearly we have to agree that Gordon Ryan and Andrew Wiltsey are the 2 top instructors for instructionals right now, probably in the world.
Yeah.
As far as detailed,
Yeah.
I mean, their attention to detail is out of this world.
Yeah,
And when you listen to them and you watch them, I've watched a lot of instructions. I've been to a lot of seminars. They hit everything. They're very, very methodical, I guess you could say, in how they instruct and teach their details.
Now, if we talk John Donaher, does Donaher and Gordon Ryan,
No.
if we're going to separate those out, you gotta
One
throw
keeps
him
you
in there,
asleep
too.
and the other allows
If you watch John on 10 times speed, that's perfect.
It's pretty dense with info, at least.
Yeah.
No, you can't hate on him either. He's great.
Yeah.
So I could give you guys more time to fill. I have a really great story about Gordon Ryan. So I took my daughter to a Gordon Ryan seminar, and I'm going there, and I'm like, oh man, she's gonna learn all this technique, she's gonna learn all this special stuff that he does. He legitimately taught for 3 hours one movement. Never showed how to get to the heel hook position. One movement, and he was going like so deep in the weeds, it was crazy. And I told Chad, I was like, my daughter was probably, I don't know, like 9 at the time. I'm like, I don't know how much she was getting it. Then I go to an Andrew Wiltie seminar, and it was the same type of detail. He was doing, the knee cut stuff, and he was just like, no. Like, we're going to go by this step by step by step, and it's like 2 hours of just knee cut, just one movement. So I think that's really backing up what Chad's saying there. So we got a top 5 list. It sounds like we all don't want to make one, so we got
two.
Wiltie, we got Gordon Ryan, and we have Donaher.
Someone
right?
that I used to watch a lot, especially whenever I was first starting out, was Keenan Cornelius. I feel like his game plan really kind of showed me like a first kind of step to what to build on.
But I mean, here's the other thing that's cool too is like the progression of instructionals and teaching.
Oh, yeah.
From 10 years ago. I mean, 10 years ago it was only like 10th planning. Finding any content was really hard. Nowadays the market's flooded.
Yeah.
You can get an instructional or advice from anyone, anytime, and sometimes the black belts aren't your best instructors.
No.
When I watch competition footage, I almost don't even like to watch the black belt competition footage. Sometimes I've learned a lot from white and blue belts. So
they don't take as many risks typically in tournaments, from what I can
at black belt,
observe. Yeah,
I mean,
belt.
one move, 2 moves, and it costs the entire match.
Not all of them, but yeah, some of the matches can be kind of just
But I mean, the ones that are on fire are
Yeah,
incredible.
they're pretty
What was it? Was it Tannen and I can't think of his name right now. At the Pans this year, it was incredible back and forth match. Andrews fought him a few times. I can't think of his name though. But
It's okay, we'll just
so we got to pick a 3.
If you add Keenan, that's 4.
Yeah, 4, so you need
And
one
then
more.
Jonathan Thomas.
Yeah, Jonathan Thomas has got really good content out there, and the nice thing about him is a lot of his content's free.
Yeah.
It's really good quality content for free.
Yeah.
So send us something. Okay, we
Yeah.
just gave you a plug, so I mean, we need something in return, right? Like a free seminar. or
I
something.
remember when he
Tote
came
bag.
down to Heath's and he did like a little seminar, and I still remember
Yeah.
stuff that I teach a lot of that stuff when we were doing spider guard passing and lasso passing, and it was the tiniest detail of if you move your hand about 3 inches down this way, then you can circle your hand down. It's like literally game of inches. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And all
I understand
5
the
of
game
those
of
guys.
inches thing. Lost that my whole life.
What
All
a great-
5 of those guys.
What a
Super detailed.
great segue into our next part. And this is going to be the last question. It's the easiest one by far and away. I completely 100%, and I'm looking at you, Dan Lebitard show, I completely 100% ripped this off of you, so you can sue me. Can't wait for Stu Gotts to
Sue
give me
him, though, not
a
me.
cease and desist. I'm really excited. All right, so this is our super secret question of mystery, right there. So let's go with Ronnie first.
Okay.
Let's go with Ronnie first. Okay. You can pick 3 companions during a zombie apocalypse.
Of course.
What would their professions be?
Professions.
these have to be real people.
Well, it says just 3 companions,
Superman.
so just in general. I think the professions is what we're got.
Black belt
What
Superman.
would you need 3 professions to get you through a zombie apocalypse?
Let's see. Got to have a doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, is there a survivalist as a profession? I get Survivor Man.
Less stress.
Yeah. I mean, survive. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
for sure.
So and I like to eat, so like a chef.
Someone
gonna
can cook
say-
the zombies up.
Those first 2 were the most boring answers ever, but
course.
the third one,
Yeah.
chef's kiss.
Right.
Which we have a butler right there.
Hey.
All right. All right. I think I'm going to give this one to Chad because I'm really
They're not the same question?
no,
Oh,
absolutely.
gosh. I had a great
not.
answer. I was going to pick The Three Ninjas.
The Three
Best
Ninjas.
movie ever.
This is gonna,
Tum's got this.
he's gonna date us like 40 back.
Perfect.
You know, the other day this was brought up at your gym, and there was some kid there, and he was like, "What the hell is the Three Ninjas?"
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
And I was like,
It's like Home Alone for
It's
ninjas.
bad. Yeah, just awful. All right, Chad. If you were invisible for a day,
Oh god, you'd be in jail. the
and
next
Clearly-
day.
real
clearly-
quick, hold on 1 second. This is a video and it lasts forever.
So clearly, women's locker room is the wrong answer.
that would be. And,
Am I 5?
and just to let you know, no politics talk here. So, Chad,
If I was invisible
if
for
you're
a
invisible
day,
for a day, what would you do?
well, I'd probably go to a bank.
Yeah.
I mean, we
sit
need
around.
funding.
These are
We need new equipment.
yeah, I know. These are some stock answers, but on this one, I understand. We need new equipment.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to a bank, but I'm not stealing anything. I'm borrowing it, and I'm going to leave
There's
the
a
IOUs
okay,
just
Yeah.
like
Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber.
This one's for a Lamborghini. You might want to hold on to this one.
Exactly. We're getting a Lambo.
It's a company car.
All right. I should have asked this in the chat. That sucks so bad. All right, I found this one. This one's phenomenal. Brandon,
All right.
if you went to prison, would you focus on physical fitness or reading books?
Reading books.
I would read a lot of books.
I'm gonna be smart. when I get out of this place, I'm smart.
I can't walk right, but I'm smart.
Bubba doesn't like it when I'm bulky.
I'd really have to, nice up to somebody that could protect me while I could read
There you
books.
go.
Gotcha.
You do their taxes.
You and I,
like that.
You and I are
Figure
not
out-
doing good in prison. That's for sure. Black belt or not.
All right. So that was episode 0. That was a good way to get to know
Hopefully it's
us.
been recording.
I had that thought.
Ooh.
I had that nanosecond
I've had the thought the whole time.
for 1 second, and I'm going to be so angry when we go to the camera and it has not been recorded.
Butler, is it recording?
But
Tell us, Mr.
so
Butler.
next episode we are
Come on,
going to do actually a breakdown of pans, which is actually going to lead us into our first video of shit talking white belts. That's our first segment.
But we don't
So-
do that.
We don't do that,
Yeah.
but that's what the segment's called. But anyways, breakdown of pans. So we're just going to give some perspectives, breakdowns from what we saw because all of us were at pans. The other.
Except for Brandon. Way to blow up.
Oh my gosh! Wow,
Talked about
that is theater of the
about
mind,
this.
Chad. Come on, man. All right.
Fuck it.
All I want is one hey tip of the week or month or whatever. It's just going to be like whenever we want to do this. But all these 3 experts are going to give you their one tip to how they would start their BJJ career. And then the last thing, like I said, is going to be shit talking white belts, and we are going to shit talk one of Chad's students, Tyler Gordon, and his pans performance, which spoiler alert has a very neat thing at the end. So, yep, that's pretty much it.
All right. Done.
Quit jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I
I
think
thought you had to
so.
give a hey tip. Is that
Are we doing the
is
hey
he doing
tips
tip
now?
or
No,
when?
no, this is the end of the episode. We're
Yeah.
very professional.
Yeah.
This is where we
Gotcha.
sign off, you know, like
We'll do
we
the
did
hey tips next
So we're not doing
episode.
tips?
The next episode.
the next
Okay.
episode
Okay.
that we're going to record